put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 42 yards out. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and have had a couple.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some better moves.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now again here to Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Steps away.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 53 yards.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw again.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. This time, the extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Anthony Averett picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here's Prescott.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited on that play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. want play action. They'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part...
And it's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he hurdles him and into space.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my inflow. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.